Spring, 1912. In the port of Southampton, a steel beast of the Industrial Revolution stands ready. The Titanic, hailed by the media as the dream ship that God himself could not sink, carried the dreams and opulence of thousands. Yet, mere days before her maiden voyage, a seemingly routine personnel change was made by the White Star Line executives. This decision seemed insignificant at the time, barely worth a second glance at the paperwork, but no one realized that this tiny administrative order was essentially signing the death warrant for the Colossus. The protagonist of this story isn't Captain Smith, but a second officer named David Blair. Blair was a core member of the Titanic's original crew, knowing the ship inside out. He had even locked a crucial item away in the crow's nest locker, the high-powered binoculars meant specifically for the lookouts. However, just moments before departure, the company replaced Blair to bring on a more experienced officer, Henry Wilde. Disappointed but obedient, Blair packed his bags and disembarked to die in the rush and confusion of the handover. Blair made a fatal error. He accidentally kept the key to the locker in his pocket and took it off the ship with him. This key secured the only tool that would allow the lookouts to spot danger early on the pitch-black sea, the binoculars. As the Titanic slowly left the harbor to thunderous cheers, no one knew that the ship was like a blindfolded giant, charging blindly into the abyss. Fast forward to the freezing night of April 14th. The North Atlantic was calm, like a black mirror. There was no moonlight, and no breaking waves to create white foam at the base of an iceberg. Lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee stood high in the crow's nest, the biting wind cutting their faces like knives. They were forced to rely solely on their naked eyes, straining into the endless darkness. They had repeatedly asked the bridge for binoculars, but the answer was always the same. There are none. They are locked away, and we can't find the key. With binoculars, they might have seen the deadly iceberg miles away. But with the naked eye, by the time Fleet finally spotted the massive black shape ahead, it was too late. He rang the bell and shouted into the phone, "Iceberg, right ahead." From the moment of sighting to the collision, only 37 seconds passed. Those 37 seconds were not enough for the Leviathan to turn. What followed became one of the most tragic memories in human history. The hull breached, water poured in, and the band played their final notes on the tilting deck. In the subsequent inquiry, surviving lookout Fleet testified with grief, "If I had binoculars, we could have seen it a bit sooner." When asked what a bit sooner meant, he replied, "Enough to get out of the way." One key locked away the binoculars, and with them, the lives of thousands. History is often not driven by massive forces, but rewritten by these tiny, regrettable details. What textbooks missed, you'll find here. Subscribe to stay on track. I'm Van Ho, restoring history.